We're at the police station at the side of the town hall. Thanks to Andy Burnham. Town hall police station is closed due to staff shortages. And it's open on the 26th. And then they've got some homeless numbers here for people needing housing solutions team, rough sleepers team, and after 5 PM. So we're here on St. Peter's Square and the Iranians are protesting. It's like a weekly protest now, but look how much it's grown since the last video you saw. It's literally trebled in size, it looks like. So a lot more support against the regime in Iran. So we'll have a quick nose here and then we'll move on. As you can see, we've got the multiple flags up here.
The courageous people of Iran. We salute and honor those men and women. This regime, from its onset, has dipped its hands in the blood of the Iranian people by tricking and lying its way into power.
Obviously this time we've got a police presence around the outskirts. Right, how are you doing? Yeah. The edge of the matrix has come down to St. Peter's Square over here. We've got the protest over there, if you can make it out. We've just been over and saw that. We've got some police already here, ready. We've got some signs there as well. I think this is the Puberty blocker protest, and I'm not sure whether there's a counter protest about yet. But yeah, I believe gay teens aren't sick. We've got a British flag up there saying Surf Island. Not really sure what's going on, but we'll see what we see. And then look at this, what this one's wearing here. Very we'll get some of the signs. We've got a big sign there as well. Transgenderism harms children, that's what that says there. We made it out eventually. Some police just turned up. No, you all like to see the flashy lights. So apparently there's a protest going on, or two protests. So down the road there on St. Peter's Square there's a puberty blockers protest, basically against the trans ideology of today. And then up here we've got a counter protest by the apparent Trantifa. So we're heading over to check that out. So we'll go have a read of that. This is the counter protest, everyone, and I think they're going to head down here to the other protest and counter protest that. Yeah, we do recognise a few of them from other protests. So quite a quiet counter protest.
Weak beards and sweaty breath. Weak beards. Silence for the Trumps. Trans rights are human rights.
One struggle, one fight.
So this sign says one rule for cis kids, another one for us. We've got another one. You're feminist is a lie. You don't care if trans kids die.
Trans rights are human rights! 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 One struggle, one fight! One struggle, one fight! Trans rights are human rights! Trans rights are human rights! One struggle, one fight!
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to the other protest over here where they're heading, so we can meet them head on and see how how the police are gonna handle and separate the two sides from clashing. Really, there is some barriers up over here, so I presume that's to stop and kettle in one of the protests. But then you've got the Ukrainian. The Ukrainians are still protesting here as well, and then you've got this lot coming over to counter protest over there. I'm not part of the protest. I'm not an auditor. So there we go, we've got them here now, and they're trying to make their way down here. So the police. Try not to get in your way. So currently the police are trying to direct them this way, so they're not in the way of, like, we've got the tram lines here. So this guy, he's asking to be hit in the face, but no one's being aggressive really. Not directed them very well, have they? They've even got a cage for them over there.
Nice! On that side,
Oh,
not a contract. Restriction movement from the beach. Restriction movement from the beach.
So the police are trying to push them back away from the other protest, which is over there.
With a mental illness. You are nuts, bro. You are fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts, all of you. Leave the kids alone.
He's come to block with his bag. He's trying to block the camera.
So shut your face. You're fighting for nothing. Stop the trial. Leave the kids alone.
Police are trying to move them round here, so they better be here. So they've actually set up an area for the counter protest. So they're obviously refusing to do it. Yeah, look, they're going to try and come down over here. So this says I stand with trans youth. Excuse me, do you want to tell us why you're here today? I'm just documenting what's happening in Manchester. I don't even understand what's happening. Okay, no problem. These signs upside down, by the way. They're not willing to speak. You know, they come here to protest, counter protest, but yet they're not willing to speak and say what they're here for. So there you go. Struggle, one fight, trans rights for human rights. That's what they're saying right there. And it's a counter protest to the protest over here, which against puberty blockers and against the transgender agenda, apparently, from what I gathered earlier. Got more officers coming in to obviously make it safer for other people, things like that. And you've also got the Ukraine protest going on here, and it's really sad that they're literally drowning out this peaceful protest. So yeah, they brought back up more police just coming in these vans here. More of them. There we go. So more of the police. We've got a working tram line here as well, so it is quite dangerous to be protesting right next to an active tram line. More officers coming around making a bigger wall. It's like a double wall. We never see this, do we? A double wall. And you've got some officers facing that way and this way, which seems fair. And then there's some more officers coming in over this side. The police line has moved forward all the way, like pretty close. I don't understand why, to be honest. I think, to be honest, like they're trying to keep the auditors, YouTubers, whatever you want to call everyone. You know, you get a label these days. We've got a sign over there that says puberty blockers are reversible and freely given to cis children. That's what that sign says over there. So we've got Edge of the Matrix just up here with his billboard as usual, right across, just over here after the tram goes. Never ending tram, and then you've got the far left Trantifa, trans loving bunch over there. It's only fair we show both sides of it. You've got the counter protest just over there, and then you've got this protest over here who are against the trans ideology. There we go. Well, let's have a look at this here. I'll show you this. So you can pause that and have a read of that, everyone. Show it all. There we go, there's another sign there. The protest is finished, the other side I've just left. And now these are packing up and leaving.
Cheers for that, guys. Full of energy.